Now, in this country, what has traditionally been the mode of planning is that the policy makers sit at the apex, at the national level, then they decide what is relevant by way of economic priorities of the regions. They decide that Homa Bay, this is what needs to be done. Yeah? Siaya, this is what needs to be done. Homa Bay, this is what needs to be done. Then they put that in their planning framework and start implementing. But the challenge we have been having with that economic model is that you may have the economy growing, yeah, but that does not translate to a rise in the standard of living of the person who is at the what? At the grassroots. Then you start asking yourself, where does this money go? So the economy is growing on one hand, but on the other hand, we have either misappropriation of resources or misallocation of resources, which means resources goes to capital projects which may not really be viable for the people down here. So this time round, as the Hustler Nation, and UDA in particular, we have decided that we need to change the paradigm so that we adapt a bottom-up model of planning. We start from the bottom by determining what your development priorities are. Okay? Then that is what we then go to the macro level what? Planning framework. Yeah? It is you people given the opportunity, and you have a lot of potential, by the way. You have a lot of potential given an enabling environment and an appropriate policy framework. You have got the potential, yeah, to harness, yeah, the opportunities that we have in our operational environment so that we grow the economy of this region. So we need to listen to you people as integral stakeholders at the grassroots so that you tell us what you would wish that a UDA government does for you. You are integral stakeholders here. This is a paradigm shift. People are not used to this type of planning, but we want you to be the agents of that change. Okay? You have to be the agents of the what? Of the change. You have to be the agents of the change. And for you to effectively execute that role of being our agents of change, you must be well equipped with the message. Are we together?
Yes.
Are we together?
Yes.
That we are not going to continue competing with people in political rhetoric. We are not going to exist in a space where our politics is built around tribal enclaves, yeah, anchored on the individual egocentric aspirations of tribal chiefs. We are no longer interested in that. We want a complete shift from that so that we embrace a transformational agenda which is aligned to the aspirations of the common mwananchi. So how do we do it? We need to determine what the mwananchi needs, the common person at the grassroots. Okay? So that when we are doing our planning framework, we come up with an economic agenda that responds to the needs of the person at the what? At the bottom. So that is the change. That we are moving away from trickle down planning, but now we are doing what? Bottom? Up. So we are starting from bottom going? Up. Bottom? Up. Bottom? Up. That is the change. And whenever you are introducing change in any environment, people become resistant because they are not used to it, isn't it? Yeah. They are not used to it. That is why we want to equip you with proper messaging, because you are the people who are going to represent us while engaging the integral stakeholders at the grassroots. Yes. So you need to map out what does the Mama Moga did, what does the Boda Boda riders need. Okay? Yes. Yeah? What opportunities do we have in tourism? What opportunities do we have in wildlife? Okay? What opportunities do we have in fishing? It is a big embarrassment that Homa Bay as a town sits right on the waters of Lake Victoria.
Yes.
Yeah? But you still have fish being imported from China for you to eat. Is that not a big embarrassment? Yes. What can we do? This is the type of discussion that we want to engage in. Yeah. What type of agro-processing opportunities, yeah, do we have that we need to exploit? So we have been having a Nyanza economic team that has been working on the Nyanza region economic blueprint. But now we want to go to the level so that we have county by county what? Development priorities. Based on that Nyanza economic agenda that the experts have already come up with, and you have got Dr. Ojuang here, yeah? He's a member of that team, and he's from Homa Bay here, he's from Rangwe. And then we have got Richard Opar here also, is a member of that Nyanza economic team. What now becomes the development priorities for Homa Bay as a what? As a county. And as we do that, your thinking should be, what should be the development priorities of the constituency you come from? Jacqueline?
Yes.
Kasipul, is it Kasipul Kabondo?
Kasipul.
Kasipul. What then should be the development priorities for Kasipul that should go into the development charter for Homa Bay? The ward, if you want to run as a ward rep, an MCA, what should be the development priorities? And you don't just pick them from anywhere. They have to be informed by the comparative advantages of those regions, the potential that those regions have by way of economic opportunities. Are we together?
Yes.
So even when you are campaigning, don't spend too much time engaging the political class. Spend more time engaging the leaders of the value chains.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Meet the itinerary traders. Yeah? Meet farmers. Meet fishermen. Yeah? That is the paradigm. That is the shift in what? In paradigm. If we do that, such that instead of putting money at the top, we bring money down here. Okay?
Yes.
Everybody will be able to realize a rise in the standards of the what? Of the living. Are we together? Yes. We will now put money into the economic activities that can enable us at the grassroots, the critical masses, be involved in gainful employment by way of business what? Business opportunities. Are we together? Yes. So that money goes directly to the common what? The common mwananchi. And if you are given that opportunity, I can assure you, you have got the brains and you have got the capacity to be able to exploit your full potential.
Yes.
Yeah? Let the other competitors of ours continue focusing on expanding the executive and how they can create positions for themselves. We are not interested in competing with them in that area. Are we together?
Yes.
As our preoccupation is how we can change the standards of living of the common what? The common mwananchi at the grassroots. And that's why in UDA we have become a tribeless political formation. A tribeless political formation. We are not thinking in terms of tribes, but we are thinking of how to exploit the diversity, yeah, and turn it into a what? Into a strength. With William Ruto as the leader of the change what? The economic change transformation. Are we together?
Yes.
So this is why we are here. You are going to talk to the experts. The ideas must come from you people. It must come from you people. Then it gets into the economic blueprint. Once it gets into the economic blueprint for this region, there's going to be what is called a charter for Homa Bay County. It's like a covenant which you sign. And we are not waiting to get into government. Then we tell you, no, this is what we are going to do. No. We want the deputy president himself, once the Homa Bay economic charter is ready, he will come here and sign a charter with you people. Yeah. Committing a UDA government beforehand to tangible development priorities by way of implementation. And we agree on clear expected deliverables and output indicators on the basis of which the UDA government will be held to account. Are we together? Yes. On the basis of economic parameters, not political parameters. Are we together? Are you seeing the change?
Yes.
Our focus is on the economy. So we will be evaluated on the basis of attainment of clear economic what? Parameters. Clear expected output and output indicators. So when we come back to you again, then you tell us, this is what you promised us. These were the expected output. These were the indicators. Where we have achieved, you give us a tick, isn't it? Yes. Where we have not achieved, you give us a red card. Yes. Are we together? Yes. That is the transformation we want to do in our politics. And that is why how politics is done in the West. Holding leaders to account at all levels. If we are going to hold William Ruto as our president to account at the national level, the people who are going to vote for you will also hold you to account by way of what? Performance. This is what you promised. Have you achieved it? You promised that we are going to have a mango processing factory. Is it there? That is the performance what? Indicator. Not political rhetoric. Are we together? Yes. That is the direction and that is the change that we desire, and you are the key agents of that change. Sasa? Yes. Are we together there? Yes. Thank you very much.